Hi everybody, this is Coach McCurry from Baseball by the Art, and today's video is about double relays and where the people involved in this relay should be positioned. I'm going to talk about why the double relay is into effect and also talk about some of the common mistakes that the players involved will make. Now, for the most part, we're almost always talking about the shortstop and the second baseman as to who's going to be involved in the double relay. There are some rare occurrences where you might see the first baseman involved instead of one of those two, but for the most part, we're almost always talking about the shortstop and the second baseman on this play. Now, it needs to be said that at the lower levels, particularly at the Little League level, you're really not going to see much of a double relay. There really isn't much of a need for it because the fields are so small. Even if the ball is hit all the way to the fence, as it could be the case in this picture here, the outfielders really are not going to be running too far to get the ball. So the throws are going to be pretty short in terms of getting it back to the infield, and the outfielders are going to be getting to the ball so fast that most of the time the shortstop and the second baseman are just not going to be able to get into that double relay position quick enough for it to have any value. So you're not going to see it too much at the lower levels, but once players start to get into the bigger fields where we have much bigger outfield areas, that's when you're going to start to see the need for a double relay. So in this scenario here, I'm going to use a play where a ball is hit to deep right center field, where there might be a possible play at home plate, either because the batter may go all the way around and inside the park home run, or maybe if there's a runner on first and he's going to be able to score on this particular play. So the infielders are going to set up as a double relay to try to prevent a run from scoring. As I mentioned before, the two players involved in this are primarily going to be the shortstop and the second baseman. And in this particular play here, because the ball is hit to the right side of the field, the second baseman is going to be the lead guy, and the shortstop is going to become the trailer. And you can see here they're trying to create a straight line between the ball and where they're going to be throwing, which in this case is going to be home plate. Now I'm going to change the angle here and show you a little close-up of the two people involved in this as a way of showing the ultimate purpose of the double relay, but also to provide some insight on some of the common mistakes that people make in this particular play. Now, for our purposes here, we are going to say that the guy on the right is going to be the lead guy, and therefore the guy on the back is going to be the trailer. And so the throw that we're going to be dealing with here is going to be coming from the right side of the screen, which we'll say is the outfield area. Now, the basic purpose of a double relay is to make sure that there is some backup in case a throw is made to the lead relay guy that is not very good. Either, as you'll see here, it's too low or too high, or it makes a bad ricochet or something. But at least you have two guys there to account for it, because, of course, if one guy goes out for the relay and the ball is overthrown or underthrown or bounces away, there's no one else there to back them up. So that's the ultimate goal of a double relay, is just to provide two people out there instead of just one. So if there were to be the case where the throw is a pretty good one, as shown here in this video, there isn't really much for the trailer to do other than kind of be the eyes and ears for the lead guy. Often when the lead guy goes out, he's going to have his hands up in the air and he's going to try to get that outfielder's attention to make sure he knows where to throw it. But if his eyes and body are squared up to the outfielder, often the lead guy will have a tough time figuring out how the play is developing behind him back in the infield. That's where the trailer comes in. As the trailer is running out to his position to back up the lead guy, he is constantly looking at the play and the runners involved to see where the play is going to be and how the play is developing. So in this case here, if it's a good throw to the lead guy, the trailer is just telling the lead guy where to throw it and then pretty much getting out of the way once the throw is being made. But another purpose of the trailer is to be there in case we have some bad throws. So the first type of bad throw I'm going to show you is a throw that is actually too low. It doesn't reach the lead guy. Now in this scenario here, you can see where the ball is going to bounce. That's going to be a tough play for the lead guy because he's going to get either a short hop or an in-between hop, which is going to be a tough play, particularly if he needs to catch and throw a long distance in a short period of time. So in this case here, the lead guy on a low throw should be taught to back away because a short hop or an in-between hop to him is going to be a bigger hop to the trailer. And so that play is going to be more easily made by the trailer instead of the lead guy. Now, on the other hand, sometimes the throws aren't low, sometimes the throws are high. So in that case here, we have a high throw, and the lead guy in this case doesn't have to jump for the ball. He just lets it go, and the ball will pretty much be a pretty good throw to the trailer if he's in the right spot too. So both types of bad throws are covered if the double relay people are involved in the right positioning. A low throw is taken care of, and a high throw is taken care of too. Now, of course, that's in theory, but let's take a look at some of the common mistakes made by the trailer. In this case, we're going to take a look at 2 common mistakes that you'll often see with young kids who are just learning how to do this. So let's go back to our initial play where the ball is short hopped. The first mistake you'll often see the trailer make is that he positions himself too close to the lead guy. And he doesn't give himself the ability to get that big hop. If he's too close to the lead guy, if there's any type of a bad hop that ricochets right or left on this hop, often the trailer does not have enough space or enough time to react, and the ball's more easily going to get past him, and then the runners just keep going around the bases. The other scenario is if the ball overthrew the lead guy, then an overthrow of the lead guy is also going to be an overthrow of the trailer. Now, mistake number 2 here on this short hop to the lead guy is often the trailer will position himself too far away, which creates another set of problems as well for the trailer. If the ball bounces in front of the lead guy, if the trailer is too far away, then the ball is going to bounce again, which kind of defeats the purpose of the trailer, because every time the ball bounces, the ball is going to slow down, and you have more chances of bad hops and ricochets, and certainly it's not going to be helpful to both guys involved in here. So the trailer never wants to have a ball bounce in between himself and the lead guy in that scenario. So he wants to make sure he's not too far away. Same principle applies with a ball that is overthrown to the lead guy. If the trailer is too far away, then that's another indication where the ball is going to bounce in between them, which then creates a bad hop possibly, or a tough play for the trailer as well. So the trick here when kids are learning this double relay process is for the trailer to understand just how far away he needs to be. If he's too close, that causes problems. If he's too far away, it causes problems. So it takes a little bit of practice to get that feel just right in terms of the distance between the trailers, so that on a short hop as shown here, he's in the right position, and on the overthrow to the lead guy, he's also in a position to get the ball. So like I said, it does take a little bit of practice, but once players get the hang of how far they should be apart from each other, usually the double relay can be very effective for players. Well, folks, this is Coach McCreary signing off. For more daily tips in all areas of the game, make sure you stop by to baseballbytheyard.com. Until next time, thanks for watching, everybody.